Raider Athletics, Shane Smith here, bringing this one to you live from downtown Cheboygan. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I do want to welcome you in here. We'll have a special guest later on, Mike Hicks, who is a sports aficionado here in Cheboygan, as well as the next level. So we'll be happy to have him join us. In the meantime, we've got a good ball game ahead of us here. Yeah,
you can follow the ball.
Stop on the start of this season. We have a big loss to Cheboygan City just last Friday. And a ball back against the coming into this one, it's had taken on another big test in their Varsity. So we're just
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cheboygan High School for this evening's matchup between our visitors from Charlevoix, the Rayders, and the Cheboygan Chiefs. Before we announce the starting lineups, would you please rise, gentlemen, removing your caps, for the playing of our national anthem.
Now to get into your starting lineups. First, with your Charlevoix Raiders. Number 0 to begin with, Ryan Pearl. Coming up after him, number 2, Vitaly Collins. Following him, number 4, Logan Watkins. Number 5, Joe Gaffney. And rounding out the starting 5 for your Raiders, number 11, Jackson Krause. And we want to thank Tyler Haight for filming for us this evening. Coming up after the JV game, it was a close one there. Cheboygan just beat out Charlevoix by a hair at the buzzer, 42-40. Yeah, Charlevoix and number 21, Talon Jacobs, put up one last three-point try. So now for your Cheboygan Chiefs, starting off with number 1, Owen Kimbrell. Following behind him, number 2, Carson Kiefer. Number 3, Gavin Smith. Number 4, Landon Gann. And last but certainly not least for the Chiefs, number 15, Nolan Shiley. So that'll take care of the starting 10 players here between the two teams, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about ready to get underway. And a very exciting matchup here. Two teams evenly matched in the Northern Shores Conference. It'll be Jackson Krause going up against Nolan Shiley here to begin at tip-off right there on the big Cheboygan Sea. A fairly young roster here for the Chiefs, but very experienced and talented nonetheless, garnering this 8-2 record season. Charlevoix with a little bit more trouble, but they've got a very talented cast of their own. So here we go. Cheboygan winning the tip-off to Owen Kimbrell to start. Kiefer back around to Kimbrell now as he works his way to the corner. Pass there to Gavin Smith, working against Watkins. Spins around, Watkins hanging all over him. They back up top to reset with Landon Gann. Gavin Smith finding Kimbrell again, and he'll penetrate in for the first time to the paint. No good on the layup there. Kraus on the rebound. Watkins will take it back the other way. Gaffney with the opening three-point try. That'll fall well short into the hands of Kiefer. And that pass just a little bit too far in front of Gavin Smith. We'll have our first turnover of the game. 7:23 to go in this first period. 22, mark that. Both teams with a chance to put up a shot so far. No good either side. Watkins kicks it back up top. Around inside once again, taking the pass. Triple teamed under the basket. Didn't like that opportunity. Back over to Gaffney. Gaffney finding Collins. He works his way over to Pearl. Now to Watkins once again. Stymied there close to the basket, the Raiders are. So he'll be back up top for a Jackson Krause three-point try, and it's in. Charlevoix takes the early lead here, a minute 15 into the game. Kimbrell to Kiefer, and back to Gann. As Gann tries to work it inside against Gaffney, didn't like that. Kimbrell passing it around once again to the top of the arc. And now it'll be Shiley trying inside once more. Good rebound here by Cheboygan, and the subsequent putback and foul by Kiefer. So they no good on the shot there. So we have a tie shoe here in front of the Cheboygan bench to take care of. The 6:22 to go here in this first period. The Raiders so far hold that 3-point lead. Back and forth between Collins and Pearl. Back up top to Collins. Thought about the three-point try. Supposing number 2 Kiefer was all over him there. Good defense. So it'll be Pearl instead getting one around and in. Raiders start on a 5-0 run. Kiefer to Smith once again. Watkins there, so Smith will take it back up top. Now to Kimbrell. Good find inside along the baseline to Shiley, but too much pressure there. So it'll be Kiefer knocking in the first 2 points for the Chiefs. 5-2 ball game. Pearl looking for a man, finds Collins. Staring down Kiefer. Student section getting into this one early. Good to see support. As Pearl looks for Gaffney, goes around to Collins once again. The Raiders keeping it around the arc. Another three-point try for Krause. That one just a little bit too powerful, falls away. Into the hands of Kiefer and the rest of the Chiefs. Kiefer gets that one tripped up by Watkins. Collins falls on it as well. Gets it off just in time to Gann. And the Chiefs will reset things here, driving all the way in. No shot on the foul there. And the foul will be coming up on the Raiders. That'll be Jackson Krause picking up his first, team's first this game. Left wide open here for a long jumper, no good from Gavin Smith. Picked up by Shiley, and he cleans things up. 5-4 ball game. Gaffney taking things back over. 4:41 to go and counting here in this first period. 9 combined points scored. Collins working the baseline. He'll be fouled here. And that'll be on Owen Kimbrell, his first, team's first as well. 4:32 to go here in the first period. Raiders looking for their first bucket in about 2 game minutes. Pearl in the corner, double team back up top to Gaffney for another 3-point try, and it's in. Gaffney and Kraus so far lighting things up with a 3-pointer apiece. As the Raiders take an 8-4 lead. Good find inside, and the 2 points and foul coming up for Shiley as he'll be going to the line. Raiders picking up their second foul, their first against Vitaly Collins. So it'll be Schley. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Nolan Schley there for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Is one, it gets stuck there on the backboard. So the Raiders take things back over after the missed free throw attempt, still holding on to a 2-point lead. 3:55 to go in this first period. Pearl thought about it, kicks it back over to Collins as he works his way inside. Gets that one tipped by Gavin Smith. And it will stay on this end here for the Raiders. Ryan Pearl to take care of the inbound duties. Finds Gaffney, another 3-point try, no good off the heel. And that will be tipped off of Schley's hands, and it will stay here with the Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you in. A light crew here tonight. I will have a counterpart sometime after halftime. Mike Mix, a special guest, as Pearl gets that one blocked. Not able to get the rebound and put back either. Gavin Smith hanging all over. Back up top to Gaffney, though. Vitaly Collins will take a moment to reset. Do want to thank Tyler Haight from the JV team as he films for us this evening. Collins driving in off the glass, no good. Schley there to pick things up for the Chiefs. Pass it around to Kimbrell in the corner. And that'll get past Kiefer. Gathers it back up with Kraus chasing him down. The 3-point try up and away, no good. Cheboygan still yet to hit one. The first substitution here for the Chiefs in this game, number 34, Andrew Kiefer. Yes, Carson Kiefer and Andrew Kiefer, both twins. As the refs take a moment to chat about things here. It will be Cheboygan ball. 2:51 to go in the first period. Gavin Smith on the inbound duty. Andrew Kiefer in his hands for the first time. Passes it back off to Schley. That was Smith as he goes up just past the free throw line. No good there on that jumper. Gaffney on the rebound, sends it back over to Collins. Gaffney now to Pearl, inside to Watkins, didn't like that. Kicks it back up top to Collins. Mostly perimeter shots for the Raiders so far to begin this game. 6 of their 8 points come from both Kraus and Gaffney. Kraus will take another 3-point try here. That one's just a little bit off the mark. And that'll be Raider ball. Yeah, and the Raiders get their first substitution. Number 12, Bryce Boss. Good to see him getting some moments out there on the floor. Junior, who works just as hard as anybody out there on that squad. Again over to Schley. Back to Gann once more. Gaffney keeping a close eye on him. Schley finds himself inside, and we've got a tie ball game. 8 apiece, 1:42 to go in this first period. Watkins to Pearl, back to Watkins. He'll drive it along over to Bryce Boss. Didn't like that. So go back to Pearl as he'll take it inside. And a 3-second call coming up here for Charlevoix. Minute 30 to go. The Chiefs tying things up here. Go on a quick 4-0 spurt. Bring themselves up even with Charlevoix, 8 points apiece. Schley back over to Gann. Andrew Kiefer. Good pass inside to Schley. Collins there to break things up as well as Watkins. It'll stay with the Chiefs though. Just over a minute to go in this first period. Up and away, the quick jumper no good by Gavin Smith. Bryce Boss there with the rebound. The Raiders take it back down to their end, just under a minute to go. Pearl lets one fly from deep. That one will fall just short on the rim. Andrew Kiefer there for the rebound, and the Chiefs take it back. And that'll be a foul coming up here on the Raiders. Sending Carson Kiefer to the line. And Charlevoix will be picking up their third foul of this period. Bryce Boss getting his first. So the 2 points made. Giving Cheboygan the first lead of the game as Jack Ekdahl comes in here for the first time as well this evening. Number 5 there in their screen. As well as number 21, Jeremiah Huntley. Giving a couple of starters about a 40-second rest here before the second period begins. Ian Moran comes in as well for the Raiders. And that'll be a three-point play the old-fashioned way. We have another whistle blown here. Substitution coming in for the Chiefs. That'll be number 11, Luke Hoskins. So the Chiefs now on a 7-0 run to put themselves up by 3, 11-8 over Charlevoix. 38 seconds to go in the first period. Gaffney gets that one tipped a little bit, well off the mark there as it falls short. And a good find to Andrew Kiefer, and he puts one off the glass for 2 more. The biggest lead of the game now goes to the Chiefs, up 5, 13-8. As Collins gets things over to Gaffney, the Raiders fighting for the last possession here in this period. Pearl spins around on the basket and gets the first points in about 3 game minutes. 13-10, 6 seconds to go. Long 2 there, no good. Gaffney gets the rebound, and the long shot there before the buzzer, no good. So the Cheboygan Chiefs will be up over the Raiders here going into the second period, 13-10. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. Be back on the other side of this. Stay tuned.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Charlevoix State Bank was founded in 1994 to provide exceptional local service to our northern Michigan community. With 6 locations in Charlevoix, East Jordan, Boyne City, Ellsworth, and Beaver Island, we're here to make banking easy right here in your neck of the woods with people you know. Charlevoix State Bank believes in the positive lessons of high school athletics and is a proud sponsor of tonight's game.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. A very close game so far between the Chiefs and the Raiders. We figured it would be. 2 pretty equally matched teams. The Raiders a little bit older, Chiefs a little bit younger, but they both bring in about the same skill set all the way around. As we get into this one, forgive me for just a brief moment as I get things switched around here on the scoreboard. There we are. The 7:41 on the clock here to go in this second period. No fouls, no points scored. As Landon Gann finds Luke Hoskins. He came in just a few moments before the end of the first period, as well as Jack Ekdahl as he works against Ian Moran. Back to Andrew Kiefer. And another long pass to the far side of the court. So far, the Raiders keeping the perimeter plus 10 feet away from the basket. More and more. Gann to Hoskins. Back to Gann we go. Against, Gaffney. That'll be Ekdahl trying for the long two. No good. Into the hands of Ian Moran, the Raider quarterback this year. Kraus finds Pearl, now Gaffney. Charlevoix still down 3. We're down as much as 5 after Cheboygan went on a 9-0 run. No good there for Gaffney on that three-point try. Gets his own rebound. Back to Moran, and there'll be a foul coming up here on the Chiefs. That'll go on Andrew Kiefer, his first, team's first so far this period. Logan Watkins comes back in for the Raiders, giving Ian Moran a rest. And Carson Kiefer, 3, Gavin Smith, and 15, Nolan Schley. Bit of a shift change here for the Chiefs. No good there. Pearl gets the rebound. Back up top to Carter Greenacre, who just came in a few moments ago. Watkins to Kraus on the basket. Greenacre left open though in the corner. Can be dangerous. He's had some good three-point shots so far this season. That one falls a little bit short there. And it'll be Logan Watkins picking up a foul at the wrong end of the court for Charlevoix. Each team with a foul apiece. Chiefs working back down their end of the court quickly. Gavin Smith in control now as he spins around Watkins. Finds Andrew Kiefer left open, and it's in. It's a 6-point ball game, the biggest lead that the Chiefs have had all game long. And that'll be knocked off the hands of Gavin Smith. The Raiders hang on to it here. Down 16-10, 5:50 to go in this first period. Number 2, Vitaly Collins comes back in. Give Ryan Pearl a rest on the bench. Collins to Gaffney, back to Collins. Thought about it. And that'll get a good takeaway there, by Andrew Kiefer. Watkins gets it right back, though, for the Raiders. Big pass up court to Kraus, one-on-one, and he finishes off. 16-12. All the way down. No good. Clean block there by the Raiders. Carson Kiefer not able to deliver the mail. As Collins finds himself backed into a corner. Finds Watkins. Now to Greenacre. Left open. Tries for another shot from the corner, and it's in for the 3 ball. Raiders on a 5-0 spurt now to bring it back within 1, 16-15. 5 minutes to go in the first half. As Carson Kiefer. Nice delivery there. 18-15. Watkins to Collins. Pump fake there on the 3. Back over to Gaffney. Inside to Watkins, now to Gaffney as he works his way closer to the... Well, it'll be Greenacre now, taking it back over to Collins. He's wanted to take that three-point shot a number of times tonight, just hasn't worked up the courage. So it'll be Greenacre from the corner again, and it's in. 2 straight for him. Greenacre with 6 points now, only a freshman, and he ties the ball game up single-handedly for the Raiders. Charlevoix picking up their second foul of the period. That'll go against Gaffney, his first. At the line there, Carson Kiefer gets his first one. And at least for the moment, gets the lead back for the Chiefs. Ryan Pearl coming back in for the Raiders, as well as number 4, Landon Gann, and number 1, Owen Kimbrell for the Chiefs. 2 for 2 there at the line. This will be a 2-point Chief lead, 20-18, 4:11 to go in the first half. Raiders clawed their way back to tie things up. Now it'll be Kraus to try it again. Falls short there on the layup. Back in the hands of Noah Schley. Owen Kimbrell in the corner. Back over to Carson Kiefer. Floats that one up from about 6 feet and gets it. Watkins to Carter Greenacre. Why not 3 for 3 from the far corner, ladies and gentlemen. And that young man, 9 points already. Still 3.5 minutes to go in the first half, and he's only played in this second quarter, mind you. Single-handedly keeping the Raiders in this one. And gets the rebound off the Nolan Schley 3-point try. Greenacre, a shining young star here for the Raiders. Lots of time for him to be able to grow and improve on this squad, as Pearl leaves that one a little bit short. And the refs will say the Chiefs will take that one back. Whoop. So it'll be 3:12 to go here in the first period. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you see there on our chat box, if you're tuning in, let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from, who you're watching for, all that good stuff. We'd love to hear from you, our fans and viewers. 22-21 ball game. That one sails well up and over the basket from Gavin Smith. So the Greenacre, can he go 4 for 4? No, cannot, nor on the putback. Kraus does get it back momentarily, and will be taken away by Owen Kimbrell. Greenacre, again, having a shining performance in this second period. And that'll be a foul coming up here on Jackson Kraus. Oh, I apologize. I thought it was Kraus, but it'll be Logan Watkins picking up his second now. Gaffney coming back in to give Watkins a rest on the bench. So far, the only Raider with 2 fouls. And a 1-point, 22-21 game. Andrew Kiefer finds Landon Gann. It'll be now Smith for another 3-point try in the corner. Airballs that one. And we'll have Joe Gaffney picking up his second foul. Thankfully, that one was on the ground and not during the shot, or else that would send Smith up to the line for 3. So 2 Raiders, Watkins and Gaffney with 2 fouls apiece before halftime. They'll have to be very careful. Still 2.5 minutes to go almost in this first half. It's still a 1-point game. Andrew Kiefer catches the high flying inbound pass. Smith with Gaffney draped all over him. Back over to Kimbrell from the far side of the court. Works this one in. No good, but the foul called against the Raiders once more. And that'll be Jackson Kraus. 3 Raider fouls with 2, or 3 Raider players with 2 fouls apiece, I should say. It'll be Watkins, Gaffney, and Kraus. And the Raiders have 5 fouls already in this second period, so each subsequent foul from here on out will send the Chiefs to the free throw line. Jim quiets down. That one rattles around and away by Kimbrell. Bryce Boss comes back in here to the lineup for the Raiders. One for 2 there for Kimbrell. 2:15 to go. 2-point lead, 23-21 in favor of the Chiefs. The Raiders have not had the lead since midway through the first period. Collins trying to change that as it goes in and out. No good. Picked up by Nolan Schley. Chiefs will have it back here. Just under 2 minutes to go. Working around the arc. Gann To Kiefer, now to Schley. Not able to get much inside. Andrew Kiefer with Gaffney on him, too much, so it'll be Gann trying his hand at things. Good pass inside, intended for Smith, but Pearl was there to break things up. Gaffney takes it all away and lays it in, and it's a tie ball game once more. 23 apiece. Kimbrell to Smith there under the basket. Gets himself out of a jam. Floats one up, no good. Good tip away there by Ryan Pearl. Goes in the hands of Smith again. He'll try for a long jumper instead. Falls away. Schley on the rebound. The putback, no good. Bryce Boss comes away with it finally for the Raiders. A minute to go in this first half. Apologies. Second period. Pearl finds Greenacre, now to Gaffney. He works his way, goes for an 8-footer, no good. Falls in the hands of Andrew Kiefer. 45 seconds and counting. Kiefer left wide open for the 3 ball, in and out. There on the rebound is Collins. 35 seconds for the Raiders to work with to try and have the lead back since the first time midway through the first period. Pearl to Collins, 16 seconds and ticking. Raiders trying to have the last shot here in the half. Go into the locker room with the lead. Greenacre 3 for 4 there from the corner he's currently at. Collins finds Pearl. Pearl goes from the elbow, no good. It'll be Smith coming down with the rebound, but that will be it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The Raiders and the Chiefs go into this one all knotted up at 23 points. So stick around because there's lots of good basketball left to go. We'll have a bit of a halftime break, and I'll come back with some thoughts of the game so far. But until then, stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Located in Charlevoix, Michigan is Martin Concrete, where they specialize in residential concrete construction, providing high-quality concrete work and guaranteeing customer satisfaction. They're proud to serve Charlevoix and the surrounding areas. No job is too big or too small for Martin Concrete, with services ranging from concrete slabs, footings, driveways, retaining walls, and much more. There's nothing that Martin Concrete can't do regarding concrete. That's Martin Concrete, online at martinconcretecharlevoix.com, or give them a call at 231-838-9610.
Unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
For you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad.
But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Charlevoix State Bank was founded in 1994 to provide exceptional local service to our northern Michigan community. With 6 locations in Charlevoix, East Jordan, Boyne City, Ellsworth, and Beaver Island, we're here to make banking easy right here in your neck of the woods with people you know. Charlevoix State Bank believes in the positive lessons of high school athletics and is a proud sponsor of tonight's game.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Located in Charlevoix, Michigan, is Martin Concrete, where they specialize in residential concrete construction, providing high-quality concrete work and guaranteeing customer satisfaction. They're proud to serve Charlevoix and the surrounding areas. No job is too big or too small for Martin Concrete, with services ranging from concrete slabs, footings, driveways, retaining walls, and much more. There's nothing that Martin Concrete can't do regarding concrete. That's Martin Concrete, online at martinconcretecharlevoix.com or give them a call at 231-838-9610.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
One for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad.
But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to our TVC Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. Shane Smith here, bringing this one to you live from Cheboygan. It'll be a truncated one here since it's just myself, but I'm happy to do it all the same. So far, it's been a very competitive game between these two as they come into this halftime break, tied up all at 23 apiece. A couple of big scores so far, especially for Charlevoix. Carter Greenacre delivering 3 different three-point shots, so great to see him getting some action here early. And the scoring leader so far for Cheboygan, at least on the scoreboard that I can see up above, 6 points for Mr. Nolan Schley. It's been a great game so far, fast-paced action. Charlevoix figuring some things out, finding themselves down in a hole a couple of different times so far this game, 6 and 8 points, twice respectively, but we've seen them climb out of those time and time again so far this evening, or this season rather. So while we have a moment, I want to take a minute to thank a couple of our fine sponsors. The first of which is Bingham Insurance. As Charles knows, running a small business can be risky, but one thing you can't leave to chance is your insurance coverage. Bingham Insurance wants to help keep you covered from the unexpected from happening. That's Bingham Insurance Company, representing auto owners insurance. And we'll also thank our very own halftime sponsor, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport is your gateway to Northern Michigan, and now is the time to fly TVC. TVC Airport will also get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world with 6 airlines, now 7, as they just announced a new one here: Allegiant, American, Avelo, Delta, Sun Country, United, and JetBlue. To plan your next getaway today, visit tvcairport.com. JetBlue is a fine airline that just announced this Wednesday that they'll be starting to operate flights out of Traverse City beginning on the 5th of June. They'll have thrice weekly flights, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, to Boston Logan International Airport to help expand their coverage on the East Coast market and get you connected to any other place around the world that you can think of. So we're very excited to welcome them. Charles and I were down there for their press release this past Wednesday as they unveiled that new airline. So very happy to have them as well. And my partner and good friend Eric cannot be with me tonight as he's about to utilize Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport as he flies back from Atlanta, Georgia for a buying fair for his very own company, the Lake House. From the moment you walk into the Lake House, the essence of easy living and life on the water shines through. They offer unique gifts including wedding, home accessories, and furry friend items. Our assortment of gifts and home decor is perfect for your home, cottage, or boat. Come visit the Lake House to commemorate your visit to one of Michigan's premier resort destinations. They're located at 403 Bridge Street, or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com. All right. So that will take care of the first half of action and my quick little halftime spiel brought to you by Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport as I get our scoreboard and things worked back out here to begin our second half. Again, both teams come into this with a 23-23 score. Pretty evenly matched teams. A little bit older and experienced core that Charlevoix has, while Cheboygan comes into this one with a younger but very talented team. Mostly sophomores and juniors down there on the floor. In fact, Owen Kimbrell was the only starting member of that team to be a senior. But it's been the youngster for Charlevoix, Carter Greenacre, who's been the shining star so far. So it's been the night of the young people on the floor here for these two varsity squads. So as we get underway, I'll bring our cameraman back over here, Tyler Haight, as we appreciate his efforts. And the buzzer got stuck there for a moment as we appreciate his efforts after he played a hard-fought game there. Cheboygan against the Chiefs there. It was a 42-40 win. Cheboygan pulled out over the Raiders, but a great game nonetheless. I want to give a shout out as well to our radio counterparts next to me from WCBY out of Cheboygan, Mike Grisdale. Some of you may know him from Black Diamond Broadcasting. He's on a number of different radio stations around the area, especially during the morning shows. So nice to be able to meet him, and they're doing a fine job over there covering this game for our fine folks over here in Cheboygan on the radio program. Pearl with the intended pass to Kraus went off of the legs there of Owen Kimbrell. So do the Raiders taking things back over. Gaffney thought about taking the quick three. Smith was right there to stop that thought. So Gaffney will gain things back up. Finding Collins. Now to Pearl in the corner. Collins thought about taking that three-point shot a number of times tonight. Just finding a little bit too much pressure there to feel comfortable. So it'll be Watkins instead, spinning around from about 6 feet away. No good. Kraus came with the rebound. And it'll be Gaffney taking things back over to Watkins once more. Raiders, great ball movement here. Collins finally takes that three-point shot, falls short. Watkins on the rebound, draws the foul as he went up for two. Whew. So that'll be coming up on number 3, Gavin Smith, his first of the game. Team's first this period after just about a minute of play has gone by so far. Watkins only with 2 points so far this game, looking to add to that tally. The first free throw falls short. but he gets the second one to fall in, and that'll give the Raiders their first lead of the game since midway through the first period. And there's the quick answer back by Cheboygan with Carson Kiefer. He's the scoring leader for Cheboygan. I missed his number earlier with 13 points so far. Pearl, the good dish there from Kraus. Gets the lead back to the Raiders, 26-25. 6.5 to go in this third quarter. As Schley works his way inside, good patience and delivers the 2 points. 27-26 ball game. 6:15 to go in the third. Collins gets to Kraus. The slow bouncer there to Gaffney was intercepted by Gann. Watkins knocks that one away. Stay with the Chiefs, though. Smith on the inbound here to Schley, back to Smith as he works against Watkins. Takes it back up top to Gann. 5:55 to go in the third. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you into our next level broadcasting presentation of Raider basketball here in Cheboygan. Myself, Shane Smith, providing all the commentary tonight, and JV filmographer here for us this evening, Tyler Haight. Doing a good job. Kimbrell finding Smith. As of recent moments here, both teams struggling to get points up on the board. Been more of a defensive struggle on both ends of the floor. 5.5 to go in the third. 27-26. Chiefs hold a 1-point lead over the Raiders. Kimbrell tries to make that 3, but instead he'll draw the foul for a chance at 2 at the charity stripe. So Vitaly Collins picks up his second foul now. Four Raiders with 2 fouls apiece. Watkins, Gaffney, Kraus, and now Collins. As Schley goes to the line, knocks the first one in. Scoring leaders for the Chiefs, 13 for Carson Kiefer, 9 for Nolan Schley. Misses that second free throw there. So it'll be a 2-point game. Collins leaves that one to Watkins. Now to Kraus from the top, looking for a 3 ball, and it's in. The Raiders take back that 1-point lead. 29-28. Kimbrell again. And now to Schley as he works his way around Pearl. Finds Kimbrell, and the answer back 3. That's a 31-29 affair. Gaffney to Collins, now to Pearl. 4:45 to go in the third. Gaffney finds Kraus in the corner, no good there. Gaffney for the 3-point try, and it's in. 3 straight made threes now between the two teams. The cannons are firing. Gaffney saves that one from going out. Collins wasn't able to get there in time, so is Carson Kiefer finishing things off and drilling in 2 more. And a flurry of points in the last minute and a half. 33-32 ball game, Chiefs ahead. Collins from the corner. That one falls just off the heel, no good. Smith picks up the rebound. Gaffney all over him. Works his way out of that jam. Back over to Gann. That'll be a foul coming up here on Charlevoix. Watkins picking up his third. So bring out Carter Greenacre back onto the floor to give Watkins a rest. Got to keep him preserved for the fourth quarter, already with 3 fouls. Four minutes to go in the third. Still a 1-point game, 33-32. Pearl with the good interception there. Takes it back up court. Allows the Chiefs to get set up. And the Raiders as well. Greenacre, 4 for 5 from the corner. 80% three-point shooting for that young man, number 15, only a freshman. Dangerous from the corners right now. Cheboygan's got to do a better job of guarding him if they want to keep this lead in their favor. So the Raiders take the 2-point lead instead this time, 35-33. But the answer back three by Landon Gann. And it's a 36-35 game. 5 made threes between the two teams alone in this third period. All in the last 3 minutes of gameplay. As Pearl floats in a quick 2 points, gives the Raiders back the 1-point lead. And the answer back, boy, these teams trading back and forth, a battle all the way. Landon Gann with 2 more. 5 points so far in this game, 4 this quarter. Gives the Chiefs the 1-point lead. Now it's Collins. We'll leave that one a bit short off the front of the iron. Into the hands of Kiefer. Kiefer with a good dish to Smith. And he gets in the layup. And the Chiefs take a quick 3-point lead. And that'll be a timeout coming up here. Called on the floor. Quick 30-second timeout by Charlevoix. So while I have a moment, I want to thank our friends at Charlevoix State Bank. During a time of mergers, acquisitions, and name changes, the founders of Charlevoix State Bank saw a need for a truly local bank focused on our community and strong customer relationships. Those values continue to drive us today as we support high school athletics through our support of tonight's game. And there's an ad playing over the loudspeakers of Mike Grisdale, who I had the pleasure of meeting here just a few moments ago. Local radio personality for a few different stations located around northern Michigan, all part of the Black Diamond Broadcasting family. There you go, Jimmy Deschamps. He's helped us at Next Level Broadcasting a number of times. Good to hear from you, Jimmy, watching from home. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to keep those shout-outs floating on in. The Raiders find themselves down 3. Biggest lead that either team has had since the second period. It's all been a 1 or 2 point difference so far with trade-offs of 2 and 3 point shots. Collins working his way over to Gaffney for a 3-pointer. That one falls short. Kraus not able to clean things up, but after bobbling around, he gets it back now. Greenacre, it's in for another 3-pointer. Ties up the game here, ladies and gentlemen. Greenacre 5 for 6 from 3-point line. And the tie up once again as Carson Kiefer gets 2 more points there on the board, 42-40. Gaffney to Pearl, why not try for the 3-pointer? Gets it in off the backboard. Not pretty, but it got in, and that's all that matters. 43-42, minute and a half to go in this third period. At least to my unofficial count as I run all this stuff, 7 made threes between the two teams. And Greenacre gets 2 more in. Ladies and gentlemen, give that young man a pat on the back and a round of applause at home. Because my gosh, what a game, what a performance he has made so far. $17 points, as I can see here from the board for the freshman, the leader on the floor. An excellent game for him so far as we have another timeout call. Again, at least 7 made threes so far this period between the two teams, rocketing this period up alone, nearly doubling the score of the entire first half. Both teams came into this one with a 23-23 score. The Raiders have since scored 22. The Chiefs 19. Okay, so we have a 45-42 game. Ian Moran comes in here for the Raiders. He'll give Collins a rest on the bench for a moment. Greenacre playing the best game of his young varsity career so far. Again, 17 points for him so far this evening, and we still have 9 minutes of game left to go. And that one will go out of bounds. Nolan Schley not able to hang on to it before careening out. So it'll be Pearl and the rest of the Raiders taking things back over with 67 seconds to go in this third period. Gaffney to Pearl, back to Gaffney, try for another three. That one's just a bit long. Kraus comes down with the rebound. Things get knocked around between Gavin Smith and Andrew Kiefer, and the Chiefs have it back once more. Good perimeter passing around here. Landon Gann with it at the moment. Working against Greenacre, gets his paw on it, knocks it out of bounds. The Chiefs will hang on to the possession though. 38 seconds to go on the other side of this inbound. Raiders have the biggest lead they've had so far since the first period with 3 points. And that's the biggest lead that either team has had so far this second period. Again, a trade-off of points all period long. And the find inside to Schley gets broken up between Kraus and Pearl. 21 seconds to go in the third. Gaffney takes a moment to bring things back up top and allow the Raiders to reset. Now to Pearl. 15 seconds to go. Greenacre to Gaffney, to Moran, to Kraus inside. Now to Gaffney to try and finish things off. Greenacre got it back though. Moran buries a three-pointer just before the buzzer, and the Raiders have a 6-point lead. Absolutely lights up from the three-point line so far this period as the Raiders go up on top 48-42. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands. Lots of good action ahead, so don't go anywhere. We're going to step aside for one more commercial break as we go into our fourth quarter. Stay tuned.
Unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the final 8 minutes of this action-packed, star-filled game. As young Mr. Carter Greenacre makes a name for himself, leaving an indelible mark so far on this score. 17 points for that young freshman, going 5 for 6 from the three-point line. Logan Watkins comes into this game after a long rest on the bench, some 4 minutes in this third period. 9 seconds into the fourth, picks up his fourth foul. So he'll be undoubtedly going back to take a rest as we get things going. Andrew Kiefer driving in for two. Back to a 4-point game. Moran getting his first points of the night here just a moment ago. Right at the end of the third period, a three-pointer of his own. As Kraus takes things at the left elbow, back over to Gaffney. Shove over to Greenacre, now to Pearl. Back up top. Gaffney goes for the long jumper. That one falls away. Kraus somehow gains the rebound. So Gaffney will try from the three-point land and gets it in. Falls a bit short there from the two-point try, so steps about 3 paces back into three-point land and drills in a three. And the Raiders have the biggest lead they've had all game with 7 points, 51-44. Andrew Kiefer off the big pass here. Gets it blocked by Pearl. And that'll be no good there from Nolan Schley. As the ball goes ricocheting around, Pearl gets it back for the Raiders. With 6.5 minutes to go, they hold the 7-point lead. Still anybody's game. Greenacre got things muffed up a little bit there. Go back to Gaffney. Pearl. Moran in the corner. So far the red hot corner for the Raiders. And they'll reset. And apparently they'll call the charge here on Gaffney. So that'll be his third. Logan Watkins with 4, Gaffney with 3. Collins and Kraus with 2 apiece. So the Chiefs get it back here. Just over 6 minutes to go, down 7, 51-44. Raiders outgained the Chiefs 22-19 in the third period. Now trying to match that level of success here, but 2 straight fouls now for the Raiders will send the Chiefs to the line, as this one was a shooting foul. As Carson Kiefer went up for it. Ryan Pearl picks up his first, a clean game from him so far. And a good scoring one for him as well, 11 points so far this evening, 11 for Gaffney as well. But so far Greenacre far and away the scoring leader with 17. Scoring leader here for the Chiefs is the man at the free throw line by a wide margin as well. Carson Kiefer picked up his 18th point. Make that his 19th. 5-point game. 5:57 to go in this one. Raiders hang on to it, 51-46. Gaffney to Pearl. He works his way to Kraus. Good dish and find there for 2. And Kraus gets his way to double-digit scoring now with 10 points of his own. Find inside once again, spinning around, and the bucket for Carson Kiefer. 2 more points for him. And a big foul coming up here for Cheboygan, as that sends Vitaly Collins to the line. I got to step away for one quick moment, ladies and gentlemen.
That's his second. At the line to shoot 2, Vitaly Collins. That's the number 2, Carson Kiefer. That's the number 2, Vitaly Collins.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize there. A couple of trade-off buckets here. Collins with the most recent one for the Raiders as they hold on to the 6-point lead, 56-50. And we're going to have a hope and a prayer here that the computer will stay alive throughout this game. I'm working diligently to try and get it charged. So there may be a few moments of silence here from me as I get this thing working. Test 1, 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try this, and I hope that you'll be able to hear me, at least to some extent. Unfortunately, the audio from my microphone has dropped, so I'll have to rely on the computer speakers. So again, I do apologize for the inconvenience. It's been a back and forth battle here these last few minutes. The Raiders still holding a 7-point, 61-54 lead with 34 seconds and counting to go in the game. The three-point shot got tipped there from Owen Kimbrell. It'll be the Raiders going back down to the free throw line yet again. Cheboygan picking up their 7th team foul. As Kraus goes to the line now.
Shooting 2 for the Raiders, number 11, Jackson.
Landon Gann picks up his 4th foul. As Kraus goes to the line here for 2. First one in and out, no good.
Substitution, number 15, number 34, Andrew Kiefer.
Andrew Kiefer comes back in here for the Chiefs. Kraus goes 1 for 2 for the line. Makes this a 62-54 8-point game with 22 seconds to go. Barring a miracle, Charlevoix should come away with the win here. Missed three-pointer by Gavin Smith. The rebound, though, by Kiefer. Smith short on his second three-point try. It'll be Watkins getting it in the corner. Getting the foul called on him, and he'll be going to the free throw line. 8 seconds to go in the game. It'll be number 15, Nolan Schley. His second. Shooting 2 now is Logan Watkins. And the first one goes in. Watkins mired with foul problems so far in this game. Picks up only his second, now 3rd point, to make this a 10-point affair, 64-54. The final 6 seconds, up and away, the three-point shot off the corner of the backboard, no good. Kraus picks it up, and that will be the game for Charlevoix, ladies and gentlemen. The Raiders come away with the win here, 64-54, in a very tough battle. Mostly offensive, especially in the second half of this game. They went into the first half scoring 23 points apiece. And since then, the Raiders scored 31 points in the second half. The Chiefs, 21. So ladies and gentlemen, for the both of us here at Next Level Broadcasting, myself and special cameraman joining in tonight, Tyler Haight, we thank you all so much for tuning in. And for anybody out on the road or out traveling, we wish you safe travels and have a very wonderful rest of your weekend. Good night from here in Cheboygan. A great win for Charlevoix indeed, Nicholas Troshak, as they come away again with a 10-point victory over the 8-2 Chiefs, 64-54. Good night.